Hi everyone, this is Lorraine. So a couple weeks ago I did a video on the products that I was currently using, everything that I had in my makeup bag, how I felt about all those items, what I liked, what I didn't like. So I decided what I was going to do is I was going to empty out my makeup bag and use all different products, except some essential things that I felt are necessary to my collection, but basically try all new products so I can really use the products that I've neglected. And then I can talk to you about how I feel about those products. Well, this week, I've liked everything I've used, and it's because I picked out products that in the past I've loved. So I'm going to go through them, and I'm going to go through them step by step. And if there are any products you've ever seen me like do a haul video on or something, just post them below and be like, use this next week. I want to know how you feel about that. And I'll continue to do these videos because I think these are more useful than doing a haul video, even though I did buy some makeup and I will show you. But they are more useful than that because you want to know what products to actually buy. Like, it's nice to see what I've picked out, but it's nicer to see what that I'm actually using that I really do like. So I'm going to go through it. First, I'm going to start with my concealer. I don't use concealer all of the time, like I've said in the past, but when I do use concealer, I use it kind of to highlight areas more so. So I put it under my eyes, maybe here, maybe around my nose, maybe here, maybe here. That's like full coverage concealer application, but I don't know, I hardly ever use concealer. But this is my favorite concealer ever, and this will be in my collection until I find something better, which is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This is a little dark, so I don't really use it as much as I should. If it were lighter, I would use it a lot more. But I like this, and if you're looking for a drugstore alternative to a good concealer, the one I used for years before this was actually by Almay, I think. They had just like one that was like a stick that looked like a lipstick, and it has nice full coverage, and that's what concealer is supposed to have, is a nice coverage, and it really helps like cover up acne and anything. So if you're looking for a concealer to cover up acne and you want something from the drugstore, try that one. And if you want something even better, this one is definitely even better, but that one was my favorite for years. So that. Then I move on to my foundation. Usually just apply this without. I've been using this. This I loved for a really long time. Stopped using it, repurchased it. This is the NARS Sheer Glow. What I like about this is not a full coverage. It's enough coverage that, like, if you have like little like brown spots or anything, it does cover them slightly, but it doesn't cover them all the way. So it's just kind of it gives you a nice dewy look to your skin, which does require powder like down the T-zone and everything without looking overdone. If you have a little bit drier skin or a combination skin that isn't too oily, you could probably go without powder on top, because I have in the past, but for some reason my skin is very oily right now. And I'm the shade Santa Fe in this. For me, you can put this on, and then if you feel like, oh, I don't really have enough coverage, you can put another layer on, and it doesn't look caked on. So this is a great foundation for building if you just want a little bit of coverage, but your skin isn't necessarily the worst. Another thing about foundation, if you have like little like acne scars or anything, or deep pores, I recommend getting a foundation that is a little bit lighter than your actual skin tone, because when it goes into those pores and everything, it makes them stand out more and look darker. So when it's lighter and the makeup goes in there, it doesn't look as dramatic, and it doesn't make the scars and everything show up on your skin as badly. I've had acne scars. I still have a little bit, but not so bad. But that's my recommendation for concealer. And then you darken yourself up with bronzer. So I'm going to go on to my cheeks. I've been using this brush. I think I talked about it last time when I did it, but this is the MAC. Can't remember. I think it's the 129 short handle. I think this is a great brush to have. The only downfall with it is that every once in a while you get little black hairs on your face, especially after you first wash it. You get little black hairs on your face, so you gotta check your face before you go out. Like, just make sure, because you don't want like a little black hair here and people think you have a mustache. So, but this is a great brush, and what I do with this, after I apply my foundation, I take my blush. If I wear blush that week, and this week I've been wearing the MAC blush in Dollymix, and it's just a really pretty color. I just tap it on here and see how much comes off. So then I tap it on the back of my hand and tap it on my cheeks, and then just on the apple. And if I want to go up a little bit, I do, but usually just on the apple. And then I move on to my bronzer. This is one of my favorite bronzers, probably my favorite bronzer ever, and this is the Dolce & Gabbana, the bronzer in the color Sunshine. And I take that, go on the back of my hand again, and then I go all the way up my cheek around the area, just kind of like a big C shape. So you tap all the way around, big C shape. And then if you want here, underneath your chin, little on your nose, wherever you want to put your bronzer. But I usually just do C, at least the C's, a little underneath, little on my nose. That's it. So this is my favorite bronzer ever. So that's why I picked this one out. This brush is amazing to have. And then I move on to my powder, because once you've put stuff on your cheeks, you really don't need to add an additional layer of powder. Like, why put powder underneath if you've already got like a powder on your cheeks? You know what I mean? So you're saving yourself some time with the makeup. And the powder that I chose to use is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder in number 5. I love this powder. It's a great press powder. It's really nice. It's really nice, as it should be for the price. And I just take that and I go usually just that area, because that's where I get the oiliest. So I like this. This is shade 5, if I didn't mention that already. That's what I do with my face. And then I move on to my eyes. And on my eyes lately, let's first talk about this little brush set that I decided to put into my makeup bag. This is a brush set that I got from MAC around Christmas time. I don't know if it was, I don't think it was this past Christmas, maybe the Christmas before, sometime. But it's nice to have a little mini brush set that you can just throw in your handbag and just, or in your makeup bag, and just kind of have. I rarely use these two brushes. These are the ones that I have been using a lot lately. It's always nice to have a flat, like, shader brush, kind of to, like, just pack on the color. So I've been using this one to put color all over the lids. If I needed to, I could use this color for everything, because it's got kind of a nice tip to it, and I can, you know, put a darker color in there and then rub it into my crease if I want. But this is the MAC 194 SE. I'm not really sure what that means, but I like this brush. MAC's little holiday gift set brush sets are nowhere near the quality of their regular brushes, but they're just nice to have a little brush set. It doesn't have to be from MAC. You could get some kind of other little brush set, but I really like having a little brush set in my makeup bag, especially if I'm not using a eyeshadow that comes with the little disposable brush. And then I've been using this one a lot too, the MAC 266 SE, and it's that nice little angle eyeliner brush, and I usually will apply some kind of dark color along the edge. Lately, what I have been using on my eyes are these two colors, and this is from the Armani little quad in number 4, and this, it's a really neutral quad. But these two colors are really nice because they're not just brown. They have like a little bit of like a nice purplish tone to it. So that's what I have on my eyes right now. I have this lighter brown all over my lid. And then I have this dark brown along my lash line and above where I would put my liquid liner. So this is what I've been using. I really like this. It's just really nice. Their eyeshadows are pretty. But if you want to spend the money on it, go ahead. But they're not a necessity. They're not like one of the best products. I feel like Armani makes a really good foundation, their Luminous Silk Foundation. I really like their powder. I've been using their mascara. I really like it, and I've been using the little sample one. I used this last time I showed you, but there must be a lot of product in here because I keep using it. I really like it. You know, there are certain companies, they make nice products, but you don't have to get like everything from the line. Like YSL, they make nice eyeshadow, or they make decent eyeshadows, but they're not my favorite eyeshadows. Like, they're really not worth it. I don't know. Their lipsticks are awesome, but I don't know. I'm going to stay away from their shadows. Just decided that. Okay, so then after I put on my eyeshadow, actually, I've been using this a lot too. And this is the Laura Mercier Metallic Cream Eye Color in the color Platinum. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I put some already earlier on the back of my hand. But it's a really nice color. And I actually have been applying this first and then applying eyeshadow on top of it. I put a lot on there. See that? Really nice color. Just sheer, kind of a silvery, with kind of a little bit of a nude kind of color in it too. But I've been applying this all over my lid, and then I apply the color on top. I did the other day apply this with MAC Carbon just along the lash line and then a lot of mascara, and it looked really pretty. No liquid liner involved, but this is nice, and I am actually going to go to Laura Mercier to see what other colors they make in this stuff because it's pretty good. Also, I've heard that their concealer is really good too, and I've never used it, so maybe I'll try that out. Also, if you ever think of a product that you really like, I would like to know your favorite products, because when I see people time after time tell me this is my favorite product, it makes me want to try it. And then if there's products that maybe you're like, I don't know, maybe I want to try this product, maybe I don't, put it below. Be like, I want to try this, and maybe I'll go out and buy it and try it and let you know how it is, how I feel it is in my opinion, but whatever. So then I go on to my liquid liner, which, if you watch my videos, you've heard me talk about this numerous times. This is the best liquid liner in the whole world, the Lancome Artliner. I don't think it gets any better than this, so I'm going to keep this in my makeup bag. Next makeup go around, you will see that again. Again, I've been using this Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill. I used this last time you saw me, but I keep using it, and I feel like I have a full-size tube of it. This mascara is good for somebody that wants separation in their eyelashes. Sometimes I like my eyelashes to be a little bit like clumped together because then they look thicker. But this is nice because it really separates and lengthens, and then you just keep adding and adding, and it makes them just really pretty. I really like this mascara. It gives me, if you watch Gossip Girl, Blair has really pretty eyelashes. You will get this look, maybe not like hers are long, but this reminds me of what she's probably wearing, something like this, where it separates them and lengthens them, but you can add more and more and it'll give you that really nice look. So more mascara the better. And lipstick. Lastly, I put on lipstick, and what I've been wearing for the last 3 weeks are, I decided to go throwback. I used to wear this one a lot, and it's the Rouge Volupte YSL Yves Saint Laurent number 7 lingerie pink. It's what I have on right now, and the way I apply it, I just apply it in dots and then rub it with my finger, because it's a very kind of odd color if you were to actually just kind of like rub it all over your lips, but it does have a nice kind of porn star look to it, which I really like. So I like this. I've been wearing this. I think I had this last time, and it's the YSL number 26 Pure Shine. I don't think that they make this anymore, but it's awesome, so they should continue to make it. They should redo it if they don't, along with the color Tea Rose, because Tea Rose by YSL, I think it was number 148, Tea Rose, and it was a Rouge Pure Shine, maybe? Rouge Pure? I don't remember, but I took all the containers I had left of it and I put it in here, and this is like my favorite color ever. They should redo that. And then the other thing that I've been using a lot is the NARS lip gloss in Turkish Delight, which smells like plastic. My husband doesn't really like to kiss me when I have it on because it's kind of like a sticky kind of feeling, so it's not necessarily the best. Well, he will kiss me, but then, you see like afterwards like kind of like a taste like that he's like, oh, that's yucky. But this is not the best one ever. If you're going on a first date and you want your first kiss, whatever, it's not the best lip gloss for that, but it's a really nice color, and it smells like Barbie plastic, and it's awesome, so I really like it. But just a heads up on that one. There are better glosses out there, but something about that one is very appealing to me. So those are the products I've been using. I'll switch out my makeup bag tomorrow with some different products to try out and let you know how I like them. Even if I decide, like I'll take out let's say I found a foundation in my drawer and I go and use it and I hate it, I'll try it for a couple more days just to see how much I hate it, and then I'll leave it aside so I can tell you all, this one was horrible. So if there's anything that you've ever seen me talk about that I've purchased and you'd really like to know what it's like, post that below. Favorites of your things, post them below. Tell me what you've been wearing that you've been really liking. Things that you'll never get rid of. I would love everything. So just post everything down below, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye.